The future of STEAM education is here. Code Jamaica, in association with Halls of Learning, presents exciting virtual challenges that students of all ages can do online. With the knowledge that all professions will either require or benefit from digital skills in the future, we are committed to equipping Jamaican students with the skills needed for the innovation economy. We provide high-quality learning opportunities for digital skills, coding, computational thinking, and robotics. The objective of the Code Jamaica STEAM challenges is to provide programs that can slot into the curriculum in schools. The challenges have built-in support for children, so students are empowered with tools to learn independently if they would like to. The challenges can also be used in a fun way within the school day with guidance from teachers. All primary school level Code Jamaica activities support the new curriculum and the primary exit profile or PEP. Code Jamaica presents 7 innovative online learning experiences. The PolyUp Challenge is a 7-week program that instills a love of learning in primary and secondary school students. Students become designers of their own 3D world and create anything they can imagine by coding with math. There are weekly webinars to support students' progress during the challenge. Teachers have free access to the platform and can receive a Level 1 PolyUp STEM Educator certification. The Oxford University Computing Challenge encourages primary and secondary school students to produce program solutions to computational thinking problems. Jamaica is one of only 5 countries that have been given the opportunity to participate in this challenge. On successfully completing the challenge, students will receive a certificate of distinction or a merit from Oxford University. Virtual Robotics Jamaica is a STEM experience that consists of 6 competitions, which are a part of the WRO Robot Virtual Games and the Halls of Learning Robotics League. There are 3 age groups: under 13, under 16, and under 20. The themes of the challenges are set within real-life problems and are aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030 and the World Economic Forum 2025 job requirements. The challenges engage students in the future of energy, COVID-19 challenges, supporting SMEs, rebuilding the economy, deforestation, mining, autonomous cars, and smart cities. Ubisoft Game Creators Odyssey. A video game design course will immerse students 18 years and older in a 6-month-long course that provides exposure to the recipe of a top international game developer, Ubisoft. The course includes insights into the video game industry and exclusive tips from professional creators. On successful completion of the course, participants will receive a certificate with the Ubisoft logo, which will position them for entry-level jobs in the video game industry. Students will also be given the opportunity to present their work in a mini exhibition. Upper high school and university level students, this challenge is for you. The BBRAS Challenge consists of fun, engaging problems that introduce computational thinking skills to students across 6 age groups, ranging from grade 1 to 13. The problems only require logical thinking and position students for digital careers. Students are given 11 to 15 problems that consist of multiple choice and interactive problems, and they have 45 to 60 minutes to find the solutions. Activities last for 2 weeks, 1 week for each round. Top students from round 1 will advance to round 2. The Hour of Code is a global learning event that takes place each year during the Computer Science Education Week in December. Over the past 5 years, the Hour of Code, A 1-hour introduction to computer science shows that anyone can learn the basics of coding while reinforcing problem solving and critical thinking skills and emphasizing teamwork. Over the past 5 years, Jamaican students have joined over 180 countries participating in an hour of code. The hashtag #CodeJamaica STEAM Challenges will help students gain the skills to be the leaders of tomorrow, and we want you to be a part of that. Visit sepradfoundation.org today to find out how teachers and students can join one of the hashtag #CodeJamaica STEAM Challenges. The future of STEAM education is here, and together we can make sure our children are prepared for the future.
SEPROD Limited, Mr. P.B. Scott, Chairman of SEPROD Foundation, Mrs. Melanie Sabrati, CEO of SEPROD Limited, Mr. Richard Pandui, Directors of SEPROD Limited and the SEPROD Foundation, SEPROD Senior Management and staff, our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Terry Perel-Reed, parents, students, friends, good evening and welcome to the annual SEPROD Foundation PEP Scholarship Award Ceremony. My name is Lisa Doyen and I will be your host for this evening. Each year, we pause to recognize our SEPROD scholars who have shown us the importance of perseverance and determination in the face of an uncertain and unpredictable school year. Your SEPROD family is proud of you, and we are dedicating this evening to uplifting, empowering, and celebrating you, our change makers. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. We will begin with opening remarks by the visionary behind the work of the foundation, our chairperson, Mrs. Melanie Sabrati. She will share with you a bit about SEPROD Foundation and what we've been up to this past year.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to be with you all this evening. All protocols observed. Welcome scholars, welcome Dr. Terry Carell, welcome our CEO, Richard Pandui, welcome our board of directors, and also parents who may also be attending. Good evening. It is a pleasure to be with you all this evening. Congratulations to our scholars, our 2021 changemakers. As we continue to face the uncertainty and challenges that come with another year in the pandemic, it is more important than ever that we take this time to reflect on and acknowledge the progress you have made, despite the moments when you may have felt like you weren't making any, and the steps forward you have taken when you felt like you were not progressing at all. The fact that you are all here this evening, that you are all in high school and facing another year head on, is a testament to your strength and your determination. I want to encourage you to keep pushing, to stay focused, and to keep doing your best. From its inception, education has been the cornerstone of the work of the SEPROD Foundation, and the PEP Scholarship Awards is our signature program. Through the CodeMaker program, we continue to focus on STEAM education to ensure that our students are empowered with the tools and resources to get the skills needed for the careers of the future. We support capacity building in schools by training teachers and providing resources such as tablets and robotics kits to schools so they are able to create their own programs. Following our ConnectEd tablet distribution program earlier in the year, we are now implementing the Hotspot Corner Shop internet connectivity program to try and increase students' activity to connectivity within their communities. During the pandemic, we have seen and experienced the importance of food security and have invested in the education of our children in this very subject. Through the SEPROD Foundation Budding Farmers Growth Club, an engaging extracurricular activity, we are teaching primary and secondary school students the importance of agriculture. Additionally, at the tertiary level, we continue to offer scholarships to 5 deserving students at the College of Agriculture, Science and Education, otherwise known as CASE. These students have demonstrated their commitment, to advancing the field of agriculture and veterinary science, and we are honored to be part of their journey by providing them with the opportunity for hands-on learning at CEPROD and at Surge Island Dairy Farms. CEPROD Foundation continues to support our communities through food donations, nutritional support, and infrastructure development. We implemented a breakfast nutrition program at Tivoli Gardens High School, have given food packages and donations to numerous community-led initiatives, and we are also proud of our involvement with the Freedom Skate Park in Bull Bay. I want to close by acknowledging my fellow CEPROD parents. We continue to do our best to support our children as we face another year of remote learning. Let us be hopeful and vigilant as we approach the gradual opening of our schools for face-to-face learning. There will undoubtedly be more challenges ahead, but there will also be triumphs and reasons to celebrate, like this one. So congratulations, class of 2026. The world is yours. Thank you.
I will now hand over to Mr. Richard Pandui, CEO of CEPROD Limited and Director of the CEPROD Foundation, to offer a special message of congratulations to our team.
Thank you, Lisa. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to the CEPROD family. Good evening, scholars. Listen, honestly, I'm kind of sad that we're doing this virtually again. I thought last year that would be the only time, and at this time Jamaica would have been vaccinated and people would be getting on with their lives. And unfortunately, we're doing this virtually again. And I really hope next year I'll be able to be with the scholars, because it's such a difference when I can see you and we can feel you and we can talk. And but life will go on. Jamaica will move on, and I'm tremendously happy to see that there's no so much attempt for schools to get back face to face. I mean, life has been so difficult for you scholars. You have been almost 2 years without seeing your friends, without seeing your teachers, just having that sense of social engagement. And you have done tremendously well under these, what I call challenging conditions, to achieve everything that you have achieved. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to your parents. It's been very hard for them. And so this evening is our celebration of your achievement and a part of your family's achievement. And next year, I really hope, Lisa, that we'll be all together, doing high fives and talking and moving from table to table and just having some good food. So let's make it happen next year. Tell your parents to get vaccinated so we can do this, okay? So this evening, it's all about talking about change maker. So interesting fact, a few days ago, Facebook, the corporate Facebook announced that they're going to change their corporate name to Meta. I don't know if you realize that. So the individual platforms are remaining, but the overall name Facebook changed to Meta. Now, Meta is a Greek word for change. That's what Meta means, the Greek word for change. And when they asked Facebook why they're making a change, they said because they want to broaden their reach. That was the whole point. And this even the topic of being change makers is very profound, because during this pandemic, we've seen so many challenges. But one of the biggest challenges that there's been increasing inequity in our society. We have a lot to do to make Jamaica and the world a better place for all of us. It's not only about material gains, it's about making the world a better place for everybody. And being a change maker, what Lisa and the team came up with is that they want us, they want you, they want all of us to be able to inspire others, so we can adapt to the changes and immediately become the change that we want to see happen around us. Many times you sit back and you say that it's such a big challenge, what can I do? I'm so young, and what can I do? But you're the future. You're what's going to take the platform that you have today, whether it's good or bad platform, make it better and build on it. And so, this is not about a big speech. I just want to say to you that the pandemic has put a lot of pressure on all of us, and it's a lot of pressure on you, because it has shown that there's so much gaps in the world, there's so much things are broken. We have become so focused on just material gain. We lack empathy. People are not looking out for each other. And we want our scholars to be people, future leaders, not just in, not necessarily have to be prime minister, but in every sphere of life, they can become a leader, inspire others, and make this world a better place. I salute you. I salute the foundation team for making this happen, Lisa and our team. Irrespective of the challenges, we are here celebrating you. Thank Dr. Carell for accepting to be our guest speaker. She's a family, she's a vet. she needs to come and look for her cows, okay? Please tell her when you speak to her. So thank you for having us, and I look forward to a tremendous evening. I'm looking forward to, we're going to do this, and we're going to celebrate together next year. I promise you, one way or the other. So thank you guys, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Richard. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce our awesome guest speaker, Dr. Terry Corral-Reid. Dr. Reid is one of the most well-loved media personalities in Jamaica, and we feel so honored to have her join us to inspire our scholars and all of us this evening. She uses her platform to motivate and advocate for positive change for individuals and the world at large. She lives every day knowing that there is more to each of us. We are not defined by what we study or what our professions are. We are defined by our ability to embrace failure, adapt, learn, grow, and evolve. I love that. Thank you for joining us this evening, Dr. Reid, and over to you.
Thank you so very much to our MC, Lisa. Normally, I am in the position that you are in, but thank you so very much for having me. To the chairman of the foundation, the chairman of SEPRA Limited, to the management and staff, to the SEPRA parents, as well as the students. Good evening. Congratulations on making us thus far. I'd just like to say commendations to the SEPRA Foundation. I was watching the video. All the things that you have done and the positive impact that you're having within your communities. And on behalf of the citizens of Jamaica, thank you so very much. For those of you who are recipients, to the students, I'm talking about the scholars, our change makers. I'm honored to be here because I was a recipient of a scholarship when I was going to high school. All I wanted to become was a veterinarian. You heard Mr. Pandui there say that I'm a vet and I should come and look at his cows. All I wanted to be was a veterinarian, and I set on my trail from prep school to high school, and I just did not have enough money to pursue it at the university level. And so if I didn't receive a scholarship, I probably would not be sitting right here as Dr. Terry Corral-Reid. And so it is a privilege, it is a privilege when persons see the value that you offer, when persons and institutions see the power that you are, and they give you that opportunity. Don't waste it. Take it and run with it. So I know I don't have a lot of time, so let me jump into it right now. But for students to have access to the chat room, I want you to drop in the chat and tell me, what is it that you would like to be? What is it that you would like to do? Or what is it that you would like to change? And it doesn't have to be long if you have access to the chat. I'm not too certain if you're just watching, but what would you like to be? Or what would you like to do? Or what change would you like to be a part of? You can go ahead and drop it in the chat room as I speak. So I know that I don't have a lot of time, so let me get right into it. One of the top things or the top qualities that a change maker must have is that someone says, an actress, fantastic. I would like to become a pathologist. Thank you, Marsha. Marsha, thank you. Dion said, I'd like to be an actress. Come on, keep it going. I would like to know, because if we're talking about being change makers, you have to kind of have an idea of what it is you would like to do. So the number one quality, or the number one thing that you need to have as a change maker and a game changer, is that you have to know who you are and what you are about. What are the values? I see pilot, I see doctor, I see mechanic, I see engineer. What is it about you that you are going to allow to stand out? You see, what happens is that we have a lot of scholars who do very well at the primary and the prep school level. And then when they get to high school, something happens. There is a change. All of a sudden, they want to fit in. They want to be more like what everyone wants them to be. And I can speak to that, because in prep school, while I was at prep school, I was always the person who was the head girl. I was the form captain. I was the house captain. I was the person who was always called to speak to give the vote of thanks. I was always excelling at the sports. I was excelling at art. And there were children who used to make me feel badly about being good at what I was good at. There were persons who said I was extra because I was fantastic. People called me extra because I got great grades. There were persons who questioned everything about me, and you know what I started to do? I started to doubt myself. I started to tell myself, well, maybe you don't have to answer all the questions in class. Maybe you can give someone else a chance. And so what I started to do was I tried to shrink. And what I realized was that the more that I tried to shrink was the unhappier I was. And so what I'm here to do is I'm here to remind you that as you go into these different spaces, high school is a huge environment, and you're going to be around other children who no doubt will try to make you feel bad about your grades, about being excellent, about being exemplary as a student leader. You will have to remind yourself of who you are and why you are here, and you will have to be able to push back. You will have to be able to look at those persons and say, hey, I may not be your cup of tea, but I'm on my way. And a perfect example of that was when I was invited to audition for a role at prep school. At the time, I was the student leader. I was the student of the year. And I remember I did not go for the audition because, again, I didn't want everyone to think that I was being too much. And so I went to the classroom, and I stayed in the classroom while the auditions were going on. And I recall when my principal sent a student to me, and she asked me, Mrs. Broderick asked me, Terry Carell, why aren't you auditioning for the Christmas play? I told her, it's okay. I want to give someone else a chance. And she said, that's not how it works. Your responsibility is to be true to yourself, and therefore if it's something that you want to do, go ahead and do it. It is not your responsibility to fit in or to make other persons feel worthy. It's their responsibility to grow, and it is your responsibility to shine. And that is what I will say. Remind yourself of who you are and what you stand for, and kindly do not allow yourself to be swayed by peer pressure. And that's going to come in many different shapes and forms, and you're going to have to be able to identify it and to push back against it. Number 2, and Mr. Pandu spoke about it, empathy. So now that you know who you are and you understand that you have this scholarship and you have to maintain the grades, you have to work hard, you have to commit, please understand that it's not only going to be about your grades or getting straight A's or getting trophies and accolades. Sure, that's going to feel good. But at the end of the day, it cannot be about me, and I, and wanting the spotlight for yourself. A real change maker, a true change maker starts to ask, how can I help those around me? How will I react and respond and accept persons who are very different from me? They may look differently from me. They may learn differently from me. These might be students, fellow students who live with special needs or with disabilities. Am I laughing at other persons? Am I bullying other persons? Because if you do not have empathy to understand other communities, especially the vulnerable ones, then you become a part of the problem. So we need to be empathetic. We need to understand other persons, and we need to expose ourselves to other people. So you might be asking, so Terry Carell, what do you mean? Could you give me an example? Well, I took the bus when I was at Campion College. There weren't a lot of persons who took the bus, but I sure did. And I would take the bus from Papine all the way down to Halfway Tree. And in Papine, there's a school called Lister Mayor High School, and a lot of us don't know about it and will probably never know about it. And it is a school for deaf students. Not all of them are deaf. Some of them are hard of hearing, and some can hear just like you and I, but they have parents who are deaf, so they have to learn sign language. And every single evening when I took that bus, I used to see other students mock, jeer, and bully these students who were deaf. And at the time, I was young. At the time, I wasn't big. I was a nobody. But what I understood was that what was taking place was wrong. Persons on the bus would laugh. Adults would laugh because they didn't see it as something very big. And I remember stepping in and saying, stop, that is wrong. That is unkind. And what I realized was that whenever I stepped in, the bullying would stop. And so that is just a very quick example to show you that you have the power to intervene and to speak on the behalf of someone else, but you have to be empathetic yourself, to understand that you can be the voice for persons who are voiceless. And sometimes it also means that you have to now put yourself in the position to learn from these different persons in the community. So I have learned good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, how are you, thank you, And that is just a simple communication that I can do with members of the deaf community, just to say, I see you, I'm aware of you, you are valuable and you are worthy. So get the grades, know who you are, but now you need to be empathetic to know the people who are around you and how you can work with them and respect them even if they are different from you. Alignment. Birds of a feather flock together. I don't know if your parents use that one, but birds of a feather flock together. If you want to be a change maker, and if you are on a path and you get on your train and you have a destination that you are getting to, you have to be traveling with people who are on the same path as you. Persons who are going to be naysayers, time wasters, detractors, they're gonna have you swerve. And we can't have that happening to you. So what you need to start doing is aligning and collaborating and partnering with other students and other children who have the same interests. And even if they have different interests, they must at least have the same value, the same attitude that is go-getting, that is one of commitment and honor to the work that is ahead of you. And a very quick example, when I worked at the cleaner company, Media Limited, I'll never forget when the news came in, where this lovely girl, top student, got great grades, always was a part of her extracurricular activities, always representing the school. She went to school one day and her friends came and called her out of her class. It happened in rural Jamaica, actually. Her friends came and called her out of class and they said, let's go down to the river, let's ditch school. And what happened is that even though she was bright and even though she was kind, she was lacking in the you gotta know who you are, you have to have the right friends department. And so she went down to that river just like everyone else. Unfortunately, regrettably, only one person died that day. One person drowned, and it was her. I think it happened in Manchester. All her other friends survived. And when the police called the parents to let them know what had happened, they said it couldn't be because they had left her at the school. So why I'm using that example, though it is a really sad example, is the fact that your friends have an ability to influence you and the decisions that you make. Your friends will influence your thoughts and your actions, and so you have to be extremely deliberate about who it is you are going to call friend and who you are giving access to that influence. And so what I ask is that when you go to school, of course, love everyone, accept everyone, be friends with everyone, but there are few who you have to give access to you, who you will call brethren and sisters, who's going to walk with you in the right direction. And that is why when your parents sometimes say, I don't really like that person as your friend, sometimes they see more and they see ahead things that you do not see. So be deliberate. It doesn't mean you're to ostracize other persons, but be very deliberate about who you choose to align with. I'm coming down to a close because I know that my time is running and we have to hand out some awards. Commitment and honor. Please understand that everything you want in life is not going to drop in your lap. If I ask you, do you want to be paid a lot of money when you get older? Every time I ask that questions at school, the children say yes. And when I say, do you want a car? Do you want your company to give you a car? They say yes. And when I ask them, do you want benefits to travel, health, life, everything? They all go, yes. And I said, well, that's fine. That's all well and good, but that's not going to drop right in your lap. That is something you're going to have to work for. That is something you're going to have to earn that makes you valuable. It makes you an asset to anyone who works with you. And sometimes what that means is when you come out of university or college, you may not get that big salary that you expect, but it doesn't mean that you should stop working. It may not mean that you get the particular titles and trophies that you may want, but that doesn't mean that you stop honoring and committing to the job. If I asked you, how much money do you think I earned in the first week of my first job, what would you say? Would you say $50,000, $100,000? When I ask the students at schools, they always guess that maybe I earned $150,000. My first job, I earned $20 a week, which was equivalent at the time to 2,500 Jamaican dollars. But I didn't watch the money. I knew I had a job, and I applied myself, and I dedicated myself. And at that job, I became employee of the week every single week. And at the end of my tenure, the general manager came to me and said, "Hey, I see you're just here for summer, but we would love to offer you a permanent job." So what I'm trying to tell you is that you won't necessarily get everything you want right away, but you still have to apply yourself with the right attitude, the right perspective, and the right outlook in order to get the next opportunity, which is the next big thing. Please do not be entitled. Please do not think that people owe you anything. And please do not believe that you are going to earn X amount of money without putting in the work. Put in the work and everything will follow. Lastly, as you grow older, you will be using social media. Some of you might already have your social media accounts, and that is fine. I am not here to tell you that social media is a bad thing. In fact, when used correctly and when used responsibly, social media can be a tool accessing other places and for being huge change makers, influencing other communities. So I take the opportunity to remind you that whether it is Snapchat or TikTok or Instagram, please think before you post. Confirm before you repost or retweet. Think and act responsibly, because your actions on social media can affect your opportunities in the future. Last but not least, don't underestimate the power that you have. Don't think that you have to wait to be 23 or 25 in order to make change, or that you have to wait till you're 40 years old to make the change. We have Malala, who was a Nobel Peace Prize winner in her teens, and she spoke about giving access and education to girls in the other part of the world, the eastern part of the world, where education is not for women or girls over there. We have Greta Thunberg, who influenced millions of children to walk out of school to fight for action when it comes to climate change. She was 16 years old at the time, and now at 19 years old, she makes speeches and addresses delivering to world leaders. So don't let anybody tell you that you're too young or, wait your turn. It is your turn to look, observe, assess. Where are the problems and where can you be the change to solve those problems? And you can start right now. So know who you are. Be empathetic and understanding to those who are around you. Align and collaborate and partner with the right people who you can trust as friends, the ones who will have your best interest at heart. Commit, honor, apply the right attitude, even if circumstances and conditions aren't the best, because the opportunity will come. Use your social media platforms responsibly so that you can have the impact and influence that you need to have. And lastly, do not underestimate the power that you hold, the power that you are, and what you represent. Claim it, go forth. You will fail, you will make mistakes. Don't take it hard. Don't take it personally, because all of the change makers in this world once failed but decided to get up, brush themselves off, learn from those mistakes, and keep it moving. Therefore, to all of the change makers, the ones who said lawyer, pilot, pediatric endocrinologist, I never even know that word at the PEP level, congratulations again. The road will not be easy, but that's okay, because you, as the change makers you are, will adjust. You will adapt, you will be agile, and you will go forth with a very open and growth mindset. I thank you so very much, and to the parents who continue to work in the background to give them all the support they need. God bless you. I know it has not been easy, and I know whenever we see their success, it is a reflection of the work that you put in. So to the Stepward family, thank you so very much for having me. And I will be here to clap on all of the names and all of the awards that are won this evening. Thank you so very much.
According to the words of Benjamin Franklin, an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. I am Amoy Thompson, a first-born student at the Meadowbrook High School.
My name is Ashani Ricketts. I am 11 years of age. I am currently attending Calabar High School.
Hello, my name is Kasara Cespedes. I am 12 years old.
My name is David Tomlinson. I am 11 years old.
Hello, my name is Christiana Smith, and my favorite subject is mathematics and English literature.
My name is Rachel again.
Hello everyone, my name is Kelsey Brown. I am a past student of Kensington Primary.
Hi, my name is Kiona Blake and I am 12 years old. I am a former student of Praise Stop Christian Academy and I am now attending the Immaculate Conception High School for Girls.
My name is Marcia Lowndes.
My name is Ryan Miller. I am 12 years old.
My name is Sandrika Fraser. I am 12 years of age. I attend the Seaforth High School.
My name is Shadika Williams. I am 12 years old.
Hi, my name is Simon Williams. I am 12 years old.
I currently attend the Meadowbrook High School.
I attended the Bright Beginnings Educational Center and now I'm attending St. Hugh's High School for Girls. I'm hoping to achieve excellence and hoping to be on the principal's good side.
I attend Seaforth High School.
I currently attend the Convent of Mercy Academy, popularly known as Alpha Girls.
I attend the Willardine Group of Schools.
I attend the San Diego High School.
When I get older, I want to become an actress or an Olympic athlete.
I want to be a singer when I grow up.
In the future, I would like to be a computer programmer that works for either Microsoft or Google.
When I am older, I would like to become a lawyer or a pharmacist.
In the future, God's willing, I will become a pilot.
I am an energetic, bubbly, and brave 12-year-old who would like to become a pathologist and hotel owner in the future.
And when I grow up, I would like to be an animator.
In the future, I wish and hope to be an entrepreneur.
In the future, I would like to become a doctor or a pediatricianist.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Separate Foundation for awarding me this scholarship.
I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Separate Foundation Scholarship. I was very happy and appreciated to learn that I was selected as one of the recipients.
On behalf of myself and my family, I want to say thank you to Separate for this scholarship. It is greatly appreciated.
I would like to thank Separate Foundation for this offer and my mom and dad.
I'd like to thank Separate Foundation for the kind consideration of the scholarship received. I thank you.
And I am thanking Separate Foundation for this scholarship that is offered to me.
Thank you so much, Separate Foundation, for the scholarship. It was really appreciated.
I'd like to thank the Separate Foundation for awarding me with the scholarship, my PEP scholarship.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
The next, we'll be personally welcoming the 28 new scholars to our program, and we'll be congratulating them on this great milestone. They've been successful in their PEP exams and have placed in their favorite high schools. They will be joining 54 returning scholars in our program. We have high hopes for them and know that they will make positive change in whatever field they choose to pursue in their academic and professional careers. The Separate Foundation is now pleased to present to you our class of 2026 Changemakers.
And we have the list of 28 names. We're going to call each of them as we acknowledge each of them. Thank you very much, Lisa, for filling in.
Okay, awesome.
All right, thank you very much. I had a little technical difficulty. Oh, Miss Kasara Cespedes. Put her hands together wherever we are as we congratulate her. Miss Marsha Hay Lowndes. Clap them, man, clap them. Make sure we give them the recognition. Miss Zicoin Stewart. Miss Amory Taylor. Miss Carrie Dawkins. Miss Kelsey Ann Brown. Miss Sofina Lewis. And we have many more females and males, as we do each year. Miss Davy Tomlinson. Miss Brianna Deacon. Mr. Jaden Ivy. Miss Janelle Watson. Miss Amoy Thompson. Mr. Ashoni Ricketts. Miss Chrisania Smith. Mr. Ryan Miller. Mr. Jordan Bryan. Miss Kiona Blake. Mr. Antoine Virgo. Mr. DeMarco Douglas. Miss Tiara Wheatley. Mr. Amish Bennett. Mr. Simon Williams. Miss Shadika Williams. Mr. Adrian Gordon. Miss Patria K. Thompson. Miss Rachel Ogilvy. Mr. Jordan Miller. Miss Sandrika Fraser. Thank you very much. Here we have it, our change makers. They are going to achieve, oh yes. Are we looking forward to great things in future? Oh yes. As we celebrate with them, these are the 2021-22 separate Scholarship Foundation awardees. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Round of applause for all the scholars.
Thank you. Thank you,
Dr. Sterling, for doing the presentations for us. Next up is the Byron Thompson Award for Academic Achievement. I am happy to invite Mr. Byron Thompson himself, Director of Seprod Foundation, to present this very special award. Over to you, Mr. Thompson.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I wish to offer my sincere congratulations to the awardees for their success in the entrance exam and subsequent acceptance to the high school to embark on this new phase of your education. The foundation is pleased as we continue to support this program. And let me say welcome to awardees. Welcome as the new members of the Seprod family. Now, today, I wish to present an award, Byron Thompson Award for Academic Achievement to Isabel Dodd. Now, Isabel is a graduate of St. Hugh's Prep, and she's now second form at Campion College. She enjoys singing and dancing, as well as drawing and painting. Some of her other activities that she enjoys are competing in track and field events and academics, with her favorite subject being mathematics. In fact, in 2019, while in grade 5, she entered the Junior Mathematics Olympiad organized by the University of West Indies, where she was placed first out of approximately 1,700 students island-wide. Isabel also represented our school and our country as a member of the 3-person team of St. Jude's Prep School, who participated in a national robotics competition, the World Robotics Olympiad at the elementary level, where the team placed first in Jamaica in 2019, earning a trip to Hungary and competed against students from countries from across the world. In our downtime, she enjoyed relaxing, watching Netflix, and playing games with her family. Now, you can see that Isabel is eminently qualified to receive this award. And please join me in congratulating her and wish her all the best for the future. Thank you very much.
My name is Jalil Jaden Douglas.
My name is Shanike Brown.
I am a 12-year-old Christian.
I am 12 years old.
I currently attend the Campion College, which was my school of choice.
I attend Woodmont High School for Girls. I like swimming and cooking.
In the future, I will become a doctor.
And in the future, I would like to become a doctor.
I would like to say a big thank you to the Seprod Foundation family for choosing me to be a Grandville Marne Scholarship recipient.
Hello everyone, I am Isabel Dodd. I am 12 years old and a second form student currently attending Campion College. Firstly, I would like to thank Seprod Foundation for awarding me with the Byron Thompson Award for Academic Achievement. It came to me as a surprise and I am extremely grateful. At the onset of the pandemic, which so happened to be my first year of high school, I did not know what to expect. We were all pushed into a different method of online learning. At first, it was very difficult. I had to get adjusted to new teaching styles, meeting new teachers, and making new friends virtually. All this was done while balancing challenges of occasional internet issues. Also, doing group work virtually was a new experience. To maintain my grades in this new reality, I had to be more focused than normal. I had to stay organized and did new things such as making homework logs. Through it all, I also made time to join online clubs for enjoyment. I set a time for everything so I could get everything that I wanted to do done. Balance is important. I use Google alarms quite a lot to schedule my day. I even have an alarm that says it's time to log into class after taking my lunch break. At first, you may seem unsure about how to function in this environment, especially the fact of being in a new school, meeting new teachers, new friends, and learning new subjects. The way that I found that helped me to deal with this transition include getting involved and participating in school activities. This made me more comfortable with my environment. I found the activities that interested me and I was able to join several clubs. I joined the art club, the dance club, and the track club, as well as took on new responsibilities in my class. This helped me to adjust faster as I met new people, got to meet the club heads, and got the opportunity to go on campus for some activities. Having the support of my family was always motivating because they always encouraged me, supported me, and helped me when I needed it, and most of all, allowed me to believe in myself and help me to grow. And for that, I will be forever thankful. If you really put your mind to it, you can do anything. Keep on pressing, never give up. I hope that you achieve all your goals and overcome all of your obstacles. Remember that you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to, and nothing is a problem because there is always a solution. As I leave you today, I hope that you know that diamonds are made under pressure. Nothing is impossible. Keep strong. Thank you all very much and have a good evening.
Isabel, another round of applause. Congratulations, Isabel. We are so proud of you. Next, we have the Granville Marsh Awards. I am pleased to introduce Mrs. Perry Marsh Aurelius to present the Granville Marsh Scholarship Award to this year's recipient.
Thank you, Lisa. All protocols observed. Good evening, Seprod family. It is with honor and great pleasure that I join this admirable celebration of our students. I would like to begin by commending the Seprod Foundation for their commitment to the education of our youth and for the honor bestowed on my father's memory and legacy as they ensure we all come together to celebrate the outstanding achievements of these students after yet another challenging academic year. We aspire to motivate them and summon their continued diligence for the year ahead. The Granville Marsh Award celebrates two top-performing students from the parish of St. Thomas, and I am pleased to introduce our 2021 awardees. Congratulations to Jaleel Douglas from Yalis Primary, now attending Campion College, and Shanike Brown from Bath Primary, who now attends Wolmer's High School for Girls. Let's take a moment to learn a bit more about them.
My name is Jalil Jaden Douglas.
My name is Shanike Brown.
I am a 12-year-old Christian.
I am 12 years old.
I currently attend the Campion College, which was my school of choice.
I attend Woolmar's High School for Girls. I like swimming and cooking.
In the future, I will become a doctor.
And in the future, I would like to become a doctor.
I would like to say a big thank you to the Seprod Foundation family for choosing me to be a Granville Marsh Scholarship recipient.
Perry, and congratulations again to Jalil Douglas and Shanike Brown. Welcome to the Seprod family. I would now like to hand over to one of our Seprod parents, Marcia Lowndes, mother of Marcia Lowndes, to offer the vote of thanks before we close.
Good evening, my Seprod family, our special guests, and our 2021 change makers. It is an honor for me to have been nominated to give the vote of thanks at this year's PEP Scholarship Awards. Each year, the Seprod team looks forward to pausing to celebrate our students who have persevered and done well in their PEP exams. I would like to start by thanking our amazing guest speaker, Dr. Terry Correll Reed, for such inspiring remarks. Your story is truly one of harnessing any situation to create opportunity to shine for yourself and those around you. We aim to inspire this in our students this evening. I would like to thank Melanie Sobrati and Richard Pandui for the warm welcome shared with us today and for modeling great leadership for our students. Thank you, Dr. Patrick Sterling, for presenting our students with their scholarships this evening. You have put so much into the scholarship awards over the years, and it would not be the same without you. I would also like to acknowledge and thank Mr. Byron Thompson, who started the Scholarship Awards program many years ago. To the other directors of the Seprod Foundation, Peter John Thwaites, Maxim Rochester, and Patrick Scott, thank you for your support in ensuring that this program continues to grow each year. A very special thanks to Kerry Marsh and the Marsh family for joining us every year to celebrate our scholars. And a special congratulations to the Granville Marsh Scholarship awardees. Thank you to Jordan Nicolino, who worked behind the scenes to make sure this evening went smoothly. As parents, we are grateful for the work of the Separate Foundation, and we applaud them for ensuring that we recognize the efforts of our students each year, no matter the circumstances. A round of applause in the chat for the Separate Foundation. You are inspiring a positive influence in our society. Once again, thank you to everyone who contributed to making this evening a success. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Marshall. Separate Foundation continues to work toward empowering our families and our communities. Congratulations again to the talented and outstanding students that make up our Separate Foundation class of 2020. Continue to be the change makers that the world needs. Please keep up with us by following us on our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram at Separate Foundation. And next year, as Richard said, we definitely hope to be in person and have all of you with us. Now to close, I would like to invite us to turn on our cameras. Everybody turn on your camera, change your Zoom setting to gallery view, give our best smile and wait for a group screenshot before we leave for the evening. Congratulations, everyone. Kasara, I see you. Marche, Isabel. All right, everybody, have a good evening. Thank you so much for coming.